Namaskar. My name is Ashish Vidyarthi and good to see you, dear friend. You and I are working in very different scenarios, very different places, yes, but we are working. In fact, each day that we are working and the way we are working, we are very clear. We are telling the virus, hey, listen, our life, our dreams, the span of our dreams is much longer than your life. Do you understand, virus? And therefore we shall persist, right? So let's get into some ideas that I have about what we can do at this moment. So it begins with people and families. Imagine, my friends, that this is the point where people are away from their regular place of working, how they used to work, where they used to work. They had a support structure which is just gone, disappeared. Of course, there were differences, but they sorted it out. Now they are away from all of that. They are working in very trying scenarios. And even though they are with family, which they always wanted to be, but they are too long with the families. And add to that, the fact that they are surrounded by gossip and fear and hopelessness and uncertainty, which is just exponentially increased by social media. And they don't even have the privilege of being around an organization which is continuously interacting with them, even through small cursory conversations. This is the time that they're actually experiencing being alone. For me, this is therefore the moment for us to really reach out and be with them. In fact, we did a couple of sessions with large organizations and created a couple of different things. One was a webinar where we spoke to about 2,000 plus people and their families, and we joked and we spoke about life and sang a few songs. Allowed them to see that this, what is there, involves all of us. They experience that they are not alone, and they also experience that this no hope, it just increases when you're alone, when you're in solitude. But when there is a group, when people can actually be looking at the reality, not as a fearful thing, but something that one has to deal with, like one has dealt with challenges in the past. So that is a very, very key part. The second part of this piece, which I think is very important, is to actually work with the leadership right now. Historically, leadership has been somebody where people have been looking up to and the leaders had the answers. Guess what now? There is such a lot of uncertainty. Not even the leaders know what next. But you know what? There are a couple of things that the leader knows. The leader knows that it's okay not to know everything, and they can communicate freely. And they also know that this world order, this new world order, is completely getting altered. All the markets which earlier weren't part of our bandwidth may suddenly be coming back to us. Yes, there is hope, dear friend. This is really an opportunity for people to get and understand through communication that the world as it existed will never ever come back. But a whole new world of possibility can and will open up for India if India is ready. This is really the opportunity, as far as I see, to spread the conversation about hope, audacity, and resilience. Hope very clearly that whatever is going to happen now is going to be driven by us. It is going to be driven by each one of us as we wake up each day to create something interesting, something beyond that we ever did. But we must have hope that it is possible. The second part is audacity. Audacity for me is a very key part to this conversation. Audacious in each of our approaches, going far beyond what we did earlier. Really actually pushing ourselves beyond our regular, what I call in Hindi, zara sa aur. After giving your best zara sa aur. That is the audacity that each one of us needs to really get into. Each one, not just the leadership. Imagine this is also the time for people to really get that they have to get audacious with what they can, what they thought the only things that they could do. This is the moment for them to go beyond and probably learn some new things. Get some more relevance, get more digital about themselves. Allow themselves to be touched by the new reality, not just wait for the HR and somebody to teach them. And finally, This is a very key point. For people to actually realize that resilience is now going to be part of their day-to-day life. Let's face it, dear friends, thanks to this crisis, hunger is back with all of us. Even the successful have now become hungry. Each one of us has now realized that we have to go through all these topsy-turvy turns and ups and downs. Resilience has to be our central theme. Because without resilience, we can never ever commit to that next interesting part for us, which is extraordinariness. And this is what I really am passionate about. Imagine in this world order, when there is a possibility that the world markets which are moving away from just one country to countries like us. Imagine when we can bring extraordinariness in our service, extraordinariness in what we are creating, when we can relate to each other as extraordinary, not the ordinary who's just used to doing the regular stuff. This is really an opportunity, dear friend, to sow the seeds which we really wanted to, which we are passionate about. Aren't there things that we wanted to do but we didn't want to upset the apple cart? Guess what? Nature suddenly upset the apple cart, the apples and everything. This is our moment to sow those seeds which we feel dearly about. This is really an opportunity for us to realize and recognize ourselves as the pioneers of this new world. In this new world, as we step in, yes, we will see some volcanoes which may erupt, or some storms which may, are perilous. But imagine, there are also going to be some extraordinary new valleys which are green, which give us the possibility to grow. This is truly an opportunity, my friends, and I repeat it, I can go on about it, for us to really get that what after Second World War Europe did, or Japan did, when things were gone, they'd gone for a toss, they came back. They came back on the zeal and belief of the people. This is our opportunity. I'm very clear that we have a job at hand. I'm very, very clear we have a job at hand, because some people might say that, we are not in the same boat like you. You have more than us. We don't have that much. I agree, my friend. There will be some people who will have less, some people who have more. But please get this one thing straight. And I love that line. I read it today. I loved it. It says that you and I may not be on the same boat, but we've been caught in the same storms. You and I have been caught in the same storm, dear friend. And the most finest thing that I know is that storms don't last and dreams don't perish. So therefore we have a work at hand. Oh yes, we do. Because we want to fulfill our dreams. Oh yes, we do. And this is going to be a hiccup when we look back in a few years' time or a few weeks' time. And hiccups can't interrupt life. Dear friend, I would look forward to hearing from you. And if I can be of any support, if I can partner you in anything, I would love to. Because that's what our job at Avid Miner is. To create inspiring pieces such that organizations can get back on their feet. My country needs it. My world needs it. Alshukran Bandhu. Alshukran Zindagi. You stay home, stay safe, and stay ever bright.